Hi guys, Craig Atkins here. Today we're going to take a look at my new kayak, the Pelican Catch 100. Now I'm not going to do a complete walkthrough of this kayak, but today I just want to focus on the fishability of this kayak. And that's the most important thing, right? You know, how does it track in the water? How does it, handle when you're catching a fish? All the important things. So let's take it out on the water and see what it looks like. You know, I'm about 5'9" and weigh about 200 pounds, and you can see that the kayak paddles very easily across the water, tracks very nicely in the water, and it's also very easy to get it in and out of the truck. That really impressed me a lot. It's very, very mobile. But while I was out there on the water, I was thinking, what would I change about this kayak? And I couldn't find anything. Everything's where it needs to be. It's very impressive, very well thought out. The only thing that I did think that would make the kayak a little better, and only because I was fishing a lake, is a pedal drive. Believe it or not, I actually filmed this a week before iCast 2018, where Pelican introduced their new Catch 130 with a pedal drive. So if you're looking for a lake kayak, you might want to hold off for the new Catch 130. Alright, well, with that said, let's take it out on the lake and put some fish in it. As I was paddling across the lake, I noticed some white bass feeding on some fry out in the middle of the lake. So I tied on a hair jig and clipped on a casting bobber, and I was in them almost instantly. There's one right there. Oh yeah, that's a nice. Let's spin the boat around. Oh yeah. Now I was having some issues with the camera in the front of the boat, so we're going to be watching this scene from the camera in the back. That's a nice white bass, about 14 inches. This lake has a lot of white bass in it, from 14 to 18 inches. I love catching them here. It's a very, very good fishing lake. A lot of fun. But one thing I want to point out is the rod holder there on my right side next to my leg. That rod holder is pointed forward, and what that is for you to manage your catch. So you'll have a place to put your rod, and you can take the hook out of your fish and what have you. That is excellent. Every kayak should have one of those. This was the first fish I caught in my kayak, so I never used it, but I've used it many times since, believe you me. So that somebody at Pelican was really thinking, and deserves a gold star for that one. Now, there's a lot of big pike in this lake as well, so I brought some pike baits along with me. So I thought I'd paddle to the other side of the lake and fish the mouth of the creek and see if I couldn't catch some. There's a pike right there. I don't have a net. I hooked this fish like on the third cast. I couldn't believe it. Not the biggest pike in the lake, but it's what I was fishing for, and that's something, right? So I was thinking that since the fish seemed to be biting, that maybe I could paddle down to the south end of the lake, let the wind blow me down the weed line, and maybe hook into a bigger pike. Well, let me tell you, when I got down to the south end, I hooked into a real surprise. I got a big pike on here, just smacked the tar out of this bait. I don't know how big he is, but I think it ain't no pike, it's a great big old channel cat. Oh, look at that. Whew. Man, he hammered it. I thought it was a great big northern pike. A big channel cat. Woo-wee. Look at that. Man, he hammered. He like ripped the rod out of my hand. Well, I didn't bring a net, So this is going to be interesting. Do got my grippers with me though. We're going to have to get a big look at him. Oh, come back here, big boy. Big fish in a little boat, boys. Oh man, I have caught just about everything today. White bass, pike, big old channel cat. I'm just turning my Catch 100 around in circles. There he is. Hello there, buddy. You done? Get these grippers in your mouth. Almost. Come on. Come on. Look at that. Whoa. That's a big old catfish, boys. Look at that. Woo. Man, oh man. That is one big old catfish. I'm going to turn this boat around. So, I got the sun to my back here, or in my face, so we get some good video of him. Look at that. Man, oh man, that is a big catfish. He hammered that thing. That is a nice fish. Well, I'm gonna get the hook out of him and we'll get him back in the water. Oh. Well, there you have it, fellas. The Pelican Catch 100. I'm very impressed with this kayak. And if you're considering it, hey, I would go for it. I give it 2 thumbs up. So, there you have it, fellas. I'm Craig Atkins. We'll see you on the water. Alright, fellas, let's take one last look at him and we'll get him back in the lake. Look at that. Yes, sirree. That is a nice fish. Alright, buddy, you ready to go? Alright, here we go. See you later. There he goes. Woo-wee, that was a lot of fun.